everybody, welcome back to A Girl, Her Dog, and RV. This week's video is going to talk about diesel and gas, and also DEF in case you didn't know what it was or where to put it. Hello from my sister's car. That was so cool getting to drive her car. I'm gonna have to ask her husband exactly all the details about this car, but it's loud and it is fast. It was fun to drive. Been an awesome week being able to go from Memphis to Clarksville. It's about a 3.5 hour drive, and I saved a ton of time and a ton of money by my sister and I trading vehicles. I'm happy to be sitting in front of my RV. I see it right there, and I'm looking forward to being in it. Well, I did enjoy being back in the RV and sleeping in my own bed. Here's a picture of my sister's house. You can see this is the first time that we've ever been neighbors. I was so excited. A little bit more about my sister. She is the most beautiful person that I know, inside and out. She also is very creative. I think she got every creative gene that my parents gave us kids. So she plays all sorts of instruments. She's created what she does for a living, and she even sings. So let's take a moment and enjoy the sound of my sister's beautiful voice. Wasn't that nice? Every time I hear that song, my heart just melts and I have this huge grin on my face. I'm so proud of my sister. Well, speaking of that, my sister did surprise me with a cruise for my 50th birthday, so I'll report about that here shortly. In the meantime, after church that day, we and her family and I went to feed the homeless. That's me in the black jacket, covered head to toe because I was absolutely freezing. We fed them. We also had donations of hats, gloves, and coats. And this is in downtown Memphis.
In Memphis, and we are trying some Nepalese food. Is that how you say it? Nepalese or? I would say Nepalese. Sudanese and Syrian food. It is. Well, somebody came over to talk about Riley, so I didn't get to finish showing you the different foods. So, of course, this is tabbouleh. Dion, you have to tell them. Huh? What is this?
Oh, that's a falafel.
Falafel and hummus. It seems a little runny. I haven't had any yet. And this was the
vegetable soup.
It's called
I think it just says soup du jour.
soup du jour.
soup of the day. And samosas, vegetarian.
This is samosas. This is a spinach pie. This is good, whatever this is.
It's all yummy. Even Riley enjoyed the food.
Well, my time in Memphis is up for this month, so we're going to say goodbye to my sister and her family, and we're going to head back to Oklahoma so I'll get to spend Christmas with all 3 of my children. Well, here we are on the road. We are crossing the Mississippi River, going from Memphis to West Memphis, Arkansas, headed back to Oklahoma so I can spend Christmas with all 3 of my kids. Yes, this video is a little bit behind. But I have 1 child coming in from Alaska and 2 in Oklahoma currently. And after the holidays, I'll be driving her out to her new job in Death Valley. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be interesting. But just a little bit more about this trip. As I said, I'm driving into Oklahoma to do some work before the holidays, just to make a little bit more gas money for my upcoming trip. So here is the sunset. I thought this was absolutely beautiful. I had just driven over the state line from Arkansas to Oklahoma and ran into this beauty. Then we did stop for gas as we got into Oklahoma, and I just had to share these prices. I was getting gas here at Quick Trip, and this is Oklahoma, and I think it's pretty cheap. Look at that, $1.89 for regular gas, but diesel, $2.76. That's the cheapest. I've always owned a car that took gasoline, so when I bought the RV and it was diesel, I thought, you know what, I should learn a little bit more about this. So I was curious, what is the difference between gasoline and diesel? Well, there is a lot. Well, in the simplest terms, gasoline is mixed with air and then compressed by the pistons and ignited by the spark plugs. And this is what makes your car go. And I will tell you that gasoline does ignite more so or faster or easier than diesel. But with diesel, the air is compressed first and then the fuel is injected. Now, I'm not an expert on this, so don't write me nasty notes. I did look it up. This is what it said, but mainly, what does it mean for me? Or what point am I trying to get across in this video? Well, do not be distracted. And what I mean by that is putting diesel in a gas engine is not good. And putting gas in your diesel is even worse. Either way, it's bad. Don't be distracted when you drive a car that needs gas and drive an RV that has diesel. Concentrate. And last but not least, what this means for me, if I put gas in my diesel engine, that would cause me a lot of problems. However, just FYI, diesel is like a lubricant, so if you would put gasoline into your diesel engine, you're going to starve the fuel injectors of the lubrication it needs, and that's not good any way you look at it. Well, now that we've talked a little bit about diesel and gasoline, let's talk about DEF. DEF, or some people call it DEF, stands for, as you can see in the picture, diesel exhaust fluid. So this is very similar to the Cadillac converters that we have in our gasoline engines. And I do remember growing up in Germany, when we would try to ship cars from the US to Germany, it was very important that they had these Cadillac converters on the vehicles, because the US did not require this even in gasoline engines until about some 1975 or something like that. But anyway, as you can see in this picture, there is a place for your diesel and there is a place for your DEF. In 2010, the emission requirements changed for a diesel, and they had to come up with something. So they have this DEF or DEF. It's injected selectively into the engine, or they call it a Cadillac reduction system. Again, very similar to the Cadillac converter that you'll find on a gasoline engine. Here is a picture of me being silly, thinking that I could pour it in the wind without a funnel. It was quite messy. So this next part of the video is just showing you that you can buy it in a bottle, as you saw me pouring, or you can find it at the gas pump. And as you can see, I'm at a trucker station and they have the DEF pump right next to the diesel. So it makes it really easy to put it into your vehicle. As you can see, different from the picture I showed you earlier of where you would put your diesel fuel and your DEF right next to it, in my RV, the DEF is actually closer to the front of the vehicle in the engine. This makes it really nice because I was with a friend not long ago who had a tank system set up like the picture I showed you earlier, and he was distracted and he accidentally put some DEF into his diesel tank. Well, I'm not gonna tell you how frustrated he was when he realized he had did that, and I'm not sure the cost of fixing that no-no, but I'm sure that it's probably in the thousands. Well, that's about it for this video. Sure glad you guys stopped by. Hey, I'm gonna leave you with some cuteness. His name's Riley. It might be kind of hard to see, but Riley is upside down inside his toy bag. Is that fun? Are you finding what you need? What are you looking for? Huh? If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do that. And share this video with a friend. Maybe someone else needs to know about diesel and gas and DEF. In the meantime, love, Lainie.